And so now we're going to get to the point. What's the point? I'm going to tell you this. This corona thing is going to take me out. And you know how I know that? Because I heard it on the news. But I don't think I'm going to be taken out by the virus. I think it's going to be on the freeway because there are people going 80 miles an hour on that freeway. And here is my message to you people. If you can't go faster than that, then you need to get off the freeway because you're messing up my commute. The pandemic has been great to me. It used to take me 45 minutes to get to work, and now it only takes me 20. I love it. But now they're going to start to say there's more essential workers. Well, that's just going to mess up the whole commute. Even teachers now, they want to be called non-essential. Teachers, non-essential in the schools. That's kind of like saying doctors in the emergency rooms and operating rooms are not essential. So good plan, I guess, for the teachers in the short term. It will keep them safer at home, but not very good in the long term. So let's look at some of the updates. Heather, can you see who needs to be muted? Oh, I think it was Molly. So here are some of the updates from this week, and this was from CDC, and it was discussed on LA County. Teachers and staff are indeed considered essential. CDC guidelines, they changed it, so if you have symptoms and been diagnosed with COVID-19, you don't have to quarantine 14 days anymore. They brought it down to 10 if you're symptom-free, and you don't have a fever for more than 24 hours without medication. Child care is still considered essential, and it may continue even though the schools are closed. And budget and finance, in short, there's no money, but wait, there is. There is $5.3 billion that's going to come from somewhere, and if your school district wants it, they need to apply for it. That's our update. Now, here are our numbers. Now, remember what I said. These are the counties of our association. I'm very competitive, and I'm not happy that LA County is still not doing very well. So let's get a little bit better here. Okay, so if you remember, we talked last week about words that are coming out from this corona pandemic. And the word last week was pivot, but now they're using positivity. But I think our leaders are getting that word quite incorrect. They're using positivity like in California, 100 out of 100,000 people are positivity. That's the positivity rate. So they're saying 100 people are going to get sick. Well, that's not very positive. And to make it worse, LA County is 350 people out of 100,000. So again, we're not doing well. But I think positivity is recognizing that 97.5 to about 99.75 of people in the United States, if they get the coronavirus, they are going to recover. Now that's more positive. So here are the numbers. And I'm going to turn it and flip it around rather than saying this is how many people are dying. This is how many people will survive. So LA County, it's 97.5, Riverside, 98.1, Orange County, our little Sweden, the ones that don't want to wear the mask, they're not doing too bad, 98.3. San Bernardino is doing really well, 98.9. San Diego, 98, and Ventura, 98.9. They're leading the pack. Good for you. Good for you. But you know, I'm starting to think that we really passed stupidity, because what we did is we have 1.4 million people out of work, either laid off or lost a job. They're predicting that half the small businesses that closed down will not reopen. But yet we closed our parks, we closed our gyms, and we kept the fast food places open. So I really think this is a conspiracy theory. I think that all the people who hate to diet and exercise are behind this, because it's heaven for them right now. Okay. So mitigation, let's remember why we shut down to begin with. It isn't to completely eradicate coronavirus, because it's not going to happen. We're just slowing down the rate and the severity. So we also have to remember that the certain hotspots and anywhere are the nursing homes, correctional facilities, and the homeless population. And if you think about it, if we had actually addressed these issues prior to coronavirus, we'd be fine. So I think we need to focus on this in the future, because there will be more pandemics. So the CDC came out with new guidelines. They're basically saying schools are important and they really need to open. So you can read that. It's a really long document, but that's mine to get to the point. And I want to remind everyone, it's simple, it's easy. avoid the 3 C's. Well, I actually made it 4 C's now. I included Costco. I haven't been to Costco since March. I went this week. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are these people doing here? It was mobbed. I think that's where the virus is being spread. But anyway, avoid close conversations, crowds, and confined areas. And remember the 2 W's. Wear your mask and wash your hands. It's pretty simple. Let's just do it.